My name is Dan Christman. I'm the new Mount Vernon Chief of Police. I was born in Colfax, Washington, but spent the majority of my life in the Seattle area, Bothell. I graduated from Redmond High School. I went to Boise State University, got my undergraduate degree, and then got my master's degree from Boston University. I realized I wanted to go into policing late in life. I was attending college looking at a nursing program when I was watching a TV show that a lot of people wouldn't even remember called Quincy. And I was introduced to the medical examiner's office, and I ended up leaving the nursing program, went into the medical examiner's office, and at the age of 37, a friend of mine who was a police detective recruited me to go into policing. I was a DARE officer, so I've been in the school system. I was a traffic officer. I've been trained up to Washington State Patrol's reconstruction level of reconstructing crash scenes, which is the highest level of training you can receive in the state. I also, of course, have been to many crime scenes, and then I've worked on 3 different officer-involved shooting teams in my career, and so developed an area of expertise in that. I am a proponent of training, always have been. I went to a class on blood stain pattern analysis, or what some people call blood spatter. And some people have seen Dexter on cable. And I left that class, that 8-hour class, came back to my jurisdiction and was called out to a no-body homicide that the only thing that was left at the scene was blood evidence, and was able to go through step by step and say what happened, sequence the events, what the mechanism of the injury was, just by looking at the way that the blood was distributed at the scene. Of course, once we arrested the suspect, it was a major court case. Other agencies saw it in the news. I never intended to be an expert in that area of forensics, but I did develop that niche and testified and taught crime scene reconstruction using blood. Probably the most important thing to me, if I look back on my career, is that I have been asked by officers to help them advance. And so I'm taking on a mentoring role. And several of those people are now chiefs of police elsewhere. And so I'm very proud of that, and probably more proud of that than anything else because of the human interaction piece. I love this job. I love this profession. I put on a uniform. This is what I wear every single day. And it's because in my heart, I'm a police officer, always have been, and always will be. I'm still excited to come to work because I think this job is one of the most important jobs that I can do, that we can do in keeping our community safe. My wife and I bought a bike, and we tour. It's a touring bike, but we go out and ride. We enjoy our kids. If it's not some alone time on the bike, it's some family time with them predominantly. We also love to travel. We were in Spain and Portugal about a year and a half ago, and intend to go back to some more places in Europe in the coming couple of years. So. What I want the community to know is that I am fully committed to community engagement. You'll see me out at events. I will be a very present chief of police. Do not be afraid to come up to me and say hi. I would encourage anybody, you're not going to put me off. I look forward to those interactions.